Hi. So this is coming to the end of the Path Week 3, and let's wrap up some of the material and the thinking that we've covered so far. I continue to be impacted by the power of this tree of knowledge of good and evil, and really, when you get that there is no right and wrong except in here. There is no truth and false. Um, there is no good and bad. So there's the great quote from, is it Hamlet? I think, there is no good or bad, but thinking makes it so. And that's it. Nature doesn't have good and bad. Plants live, plants die, animals live, animals die. The world spins, the wind and the elements all do their thing, and they follow natural law, and it's all perfect, which isn't even good. It's just the way it is. It's just right. And there's an incredible liberation that you get when you get that distinction of there is no right and wrong, and there is only this. With all of this thing, when all of this, what would you like to have happen? And that's the beautiful, clean question. What would you like to have happen? There's no reasons. Everything else can melt away, and all we're left with is, what would you like to have happen? So now it's time to put that into practice. What would you like to have happen? What needs to happen now in order for that to happen? And so we're going to be spending the next week choosing, and that's what it all comes down to. What do you choose? What do you really choose? Not because somebody else thinks this of you, or not because you want to give a particular impression, or none of that ultimately matters compared to the just the truth of who I am. This is what I choose as this, and I get to choose it, and I get to change it. But the reality of being conscious of what you would like to have happen in your life right here, right now, is unbelievably powerful. So we'll be putting things in place in the next week for what we choose to do. And here's the other great thing. When you strip away any responsibilities and demands, and you have to do this, or you should be doing that, or you should be earning more money, or you shouldn't be earning more money, or whatever. When you take away all of that stuff which isn't true, then again, we're just left with that same thing. What would you like to have happen? And that's just, it's beautiful. And it's, we are responsible and we're not responsible at the same time. It's just wonderful. So we're coming up to a very exciting final week of the Path program. So literally, what we can do for today's exercise is write down a few things that we can do now. It's like you're on your path, and you don't have to be the greatest version of you that you can be. You don't have to be free. You don't have to be ambitious, right? No, there's no have-tos at all, really. All there is what would you like to have happen? Okay, so let's write down a few steps that we can see in front of us on our path. What can we do now? What can we do literally in the next 7 days? Right? And then we can support each other to do that. So really, what we're left with is a life that's bizarrely simple, very simple, and fun and random, and maybe not completely safe, certainly not boring. See you guys later.